What's this? I'm making another TF2 video. No way. Yep, I'm here, TF2. Woohoo! And the best thing about making a TF2 video right now is that it is the holiday season. It's the holiday season. Whoop-de-doop. And I realize this doesn't apply to everybody who does not live outside of the United States region. But we have these capitalistic, totally not religious-based holidays surrounded around buying people presents at the end of the year and eating a lot of food and blah, blah, blah. To me, that brings up a sense of nostalgia from when I was a kid of having a lot of time off of school and having a lot of time at home in my warm house with the heat on, holiday music playing every now and then, the family being home, and getting to play a lot of extra video games. And while that will sort of apply here in my life at the moment, it still brings up a bit more nostalgia because as a college university student and a worker, for the most part, I haven't had that kind of feeling for the past 5 or 6 years now. 4 or 5. However, this year, since I am doing an internet job as my job, YouTube, that kind of stuff, working for freedom, I get to be home on the holidays. I don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to make me work on Thanksgiving. I don't have to worry about getting up super freaking early and working Black Friday. I might actually get to go shopping on Black Friday, or I could just avoid the crowds and the nonsense and stick online like I normally do. And I get to play some video games. Granted, I have a hell of a lot of work to do for both school and real life. I still get to play some video games, and that's pretty freaking awesome. And I don't know, I've probably made a commentary every year since I started university about my holiday nostalgia when this time period comes around. But this is the first year that it's come up that I'm actually getting to re-experience it again to some degree. Like when I was in high school and middle school and stuff, it was literally, it's the holiday time, everybody's home, I'm home. I remember specifically like my sophomore, junior year, I want to say, of high school. When it was Christmas time, I was in my room. My desk area was completely on the opposite corner of my room. And I was playing a music rhythm game called Beat Hazard to some YouTube music from Christina Grimmie and Sam Sui, who are still popular YouTube musicians. But a whole custom music library that I still have from that time period on YouTube when I was super into YouTube like cover artists and things like that. And just sitting there and playing lots of video games, and it was just a really good time. And to be here now, and for it to be this time and me not be out of the house all crazy like I have been the past few years, it's kind of cool. I get to kind of do the similar stuff, although it certainly feels different. Everything feels different than when it did when you were a kid, and that should always be the case, but it still feels good, and it's nice. I don't know. I'm enjoying the holiday season for the first time and probably since I first got a job. And it's a really interesting experience. I don't know. I always just felt like a grumpy Scrooge McDuck because I never wanted to deal with the holiday season stuff because I had to work it, and honestly working things like Black Friday and Thanksgiving and Christmas time is just pure hell. My very first Christmas that I worked at a supermarket-y kind of store, and we weren't open on Christmas Day, but we were open on Christmas Eve until 7. I ended up not getting, and keep in mind, my family always has, or at least at that point in time, my family, from when I was born until like only a couple years after that, my dad's side of the family always had this very, not strict, but very constant tradition of, for my family, Christmas Eve, we would go do all the stuff on my dad's side on the extended family. So it would be this huge get-together with a ton of family members and presents being exchanged and just hours of family time and gift-giving and awesome stuff, which is really awesome as a kid. And then Christmas Day would be mostly my mom's side of the family and then just the direct, like my grandparents on my dad's side and my family stuff. I didn't get off, we closed, quote unquote, closed at 7 on Christmas Eve. We didn't get to kick everybody out until like closer to 9 because there were people who just simply wouldn't leave despite all the announcements and took forever to check everybody out. And then they made us wait and help it clean and stuff. This was the only time that store closed. That store is open literally 364 days a year except Christmas Day. And maybe Thanksgiving. No, I think they were open Thanksgiving, actually. Because they are a grocery store, too. And so, again, this was my first time working a holiday. And then I ended up volunteering to take one of my coworkers home because no one would take the dude home. And he said he just lived right down the street from work, when in fact it was like a 10 to 15 to 20 minute drive in the opposite direction of me from work. Then I had to drive all the way back and go into my house, and I completely missed, like, it was like 10 or 11 o'clock by the time I got home. It was bedtime for anybody on Christmas. And so I missed all of that, and it was honestly really, really frustrating. It was a new experience, so there was still some sort of excitement that I felt, and I remember it was pretty interesting getting to run around the store and help clean and be in the store for the only time that the store was ever really closed. But it was still really sad to miss out on the holidays, and then I've spent every Thanksgiving since then freaking out because everybody's starting to open on Thanksgiving for whatever goddamn reason, and worrying that I'm going to have to leave Thanksgiving dinner in the middle of it to go to work or get up super early on Black Friday and that stuff. And this year I get to experience the holidays again, and I really appreciate that. I don't think I appreciated the holiday experiences as much before I started working as I do now that I actually get to be a part of it. Now, granted, for most people with full-time, like, career-esque jobs, that's not something they have to worry about. Most companies are closed on holiday stuff. But when you're a university student working friggin' retail, totally different ballgame. But just wanted to share some of my holiday thoughts, guys. This actually went quite a lot longer than I expected. Hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what types of gameplays you want to see on here. I haven't seen much feedback regarding what specifically you would like to see, and I'll try to get some stuff up. And let me know if you would prefer a post commentary or a live session, because it's a lot easier for me to commit to something in a live session, but I realize the quality of video, like as far as my commentary, is also a lot lower. But when I stock up, because whenever we do play TF2 and I'm not live recording a video, I'll still record some footage so I can make videos like these. However, then I end up recording like 500 gigs of video, and then I never want to sort through it, so if I don't have a specific commentary idea, I just kind of trash it all. So let me know your feedback in the comment section below. I just extended that even more. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Hope your breaks or holidays or your days in general are going well, and I will catch you in the next video.